Fast for any como our channel so onia yebo ever a Kevin Taylor actually na senior a NPP for any bra or more fish out scandals within a NDC party onia Kevin Taylor Jemra or Kelly Jandamano enyasem kotwa bra onia best talk se boy in semakudo eguha kirk mo hu ye jinko kwanu muntino yomu wana sweye abra wajemre na o make it holder of Xpǒsě for a NPP amaikono. At this point in time, young Is
it by force to get scandal? It is not force. This guy called Suleiman Brahma, or say Oneneye, the editor of Fourth Estate fake news platform. This guy, Suleiman Brahma, one of the fakest people I've seen in Ghana. This guy, my story, that okay, one fake guy on an Ghana, on the pay as you go no yeah. And you see, let me tell you something. Oh, Sakwawi, on the Azuri in a started Fourth Estate, no. What's the DBBR? It is out of inferiority complex. Every time we be at NDC power, no, they want to prove something to account for. So even when there's no scandal, these foolish northern boys, they will try and create a scandal. Sanya beya NPP for some journalists for system will sit there and say, that is what they do. And so what's the Azuri did the same when NDC they came to power in 2012, from 2012 to 2016. And then Okofa Sada, Azuri destroyed Sada or destroyed northern people their lives. He's an enemy to the northerners. This guy too is another northerner. The NDC is back to power. And then he's forcing a scandal. Yes, sorry, or say, or a scandal. And there's a scandal on any day. The scandal and they say disregard for president's vow to prudence. Ministry awards 81 sole source contracts worth over 73 billion in 7 months. Yes, sorry, another 10 year or person impress come for. This a fake journalist though. Ready. Yes, sorry, I will say. I will scandal. There's a scandal and a DNC or see I buy any big push, you know. I government, you know, I so sourcing. And I say, I so sourcing, no, why am I broso? And it's okay. So sourcing, no, a crime. Or say that be, and it's okay. So I buy my so sourcing contract to say, in California, a choir or Ghanian, including wo ofri tumu ofri boko, including wo ukuro mukwain. What is wrong? Because so sourcing is not a crime. And then a scandal because Adentina big push project, you know, abino through the ministry, no, omudi inhumano ama companies bia, omoye the so source about 81 contracts, no, nina is so source. And it's so source na saying. What is so sourced? Mo amosha mi free bantama swame menhia ene nimpotem bibie ni bekwai so sourcing ni nyina ne sen yesi adwuma bi abeda ho adwuma na abeda ho no aban se adwuma we die emu odin sebi o metutu mani a Kevin Taylor and Sons Company omo no mo experience no omo no mo wa ho akade omo betuma ye adwuma no se ne adwuma we hu hia no sebi o eye pipe apai. Now say anya say adwuma we ntama insu a enyunugu no yanhwe ya Ghana Water Company will lose about 30,000 tons of water in 2 weeks. Even though your companies be able to fix our pipe way, but your one company be your companies be omo ho kaka no e wosoro omo equipment no edoso omo betuma ye adwuma no tentem mommra na monye ene the friend so source aban etutu nani no ka say wo woni medwuma bi hu nimde ye nim so betuma aye ne ntem SNP ama sebi odwuma na wo ye no emfa so beba so a aban empese go through a process whereby at the end of the day no on enye sa ade afre no competitive bidding ni wie kura no na insu a pipe no enwuregu no na asabebo oman ne ka. Because pipe na pai na a supply communities 13 nsuo no sa aban ka se me twan afrefre companies omu nyina fix pipe samomra na me hwemo kratem na me hwe de obetuma ya aban ne yesa de ni wie 3 months no na nsuo a communities na hwere ene a car Ghana Water Company abono. It will be best for the government to look for some company that is better well equipped to do the job. It a buy ehwehwe man kasa asem bra. Ye adwuma we se na be ya insori nwunum sam be bo meka. Na ye ntumi nya adwuma ye safra. That is what we call sole source. Inti eno no e de krono na aban abo. Ewo ho. Eno no de be ka che Ghana for so we nya scandal. That is all. Dede omo ye nyina and a scandal about eno no. Now the question here is, sa adwuma ya friend the big push. John Mahama de baye I was say animanim here no 24-hour economy no I was say making sure say ya kwan perfect because nipa ya hwere omo adwumaku a egu ekuafo omo tumi for omo nuane kura emba krom 24-hour economy ni 24-hour market any 24-hour economy obesi ebie no I was say ya kwan nyina ejina ne na so nti ene da so say I was say ekwan bia e wo Ghana bia car faso moto faso a yedidi djuma no or say no ene da John Mahama kuma so it's a big push no one of the most important we because a contingent adebe agent it's John Mahama buy no say unim bibi ya the Ghana for companies ene ye be ye ekwan wo Ghana nyina it's ye be nyina say now ye be ye shovel ene dey wheelbarrow job ye the ebema companies are yenim omo dada wo Ghana yenim so omo de omo strength no wo soro omo equipment omo de omo ye bi ma ye hu pen omo betuma ye adwuma no enti some of the companies are Sebio John Mahama through the ministry edit so big push no no na ye companies are Ghanaian companies are obia entumi en contest omo de omo credibility any adwuma omo aye enti John Mahama ba na so nim the whole Ghana is going to be under construction and Yanko Fabroche company yeah the Ghanian companies anyway say adwuma no. Now the big push within a year 2 or 3 I will say to me move Ghana then ya kwani nyina ekodu level bi enti ya behwehwem companies say nim so ma adwuma da omo experience omo gina omo naso no omo starting adwuma no simple as that enti that brought about the big push contracts. Now Aban is looking at companies omo Ghana omo track record omo infidie omo ye bi paying that Aban calls them oh Ghana ni company ya be say mo adwuma kone adwuma we from here to her yeah woso bra. So the government decided to do that because Sanka government here and I say Sanka obetra competitive bidding it will take the government another 2 years to be able to settle on companies. But so far we have seen these companies working and we are seeing the quality of roads they are doing in Ghana. Now sir scandal way the so-called scandal no so de abano ene de now NDC aban ba ye no na companies are NPP amom adwuma se omonye na omo so ye contractors omo ye akwan wo Ghana na akwan no krampo no omo nye sika nje no na about 21 companies omo nyina no sole source na ekufu ade ne ba omi ade ma omo. Now fourth estate fake news ninti because they wanted to lie to Ghana for they are forcing for a scandal no. They basically added the 21 to NDC government contract or the Amarina and say Nininano NDC ama 21 sole source contracts. No, even the previous administration contract or the companies bia na omo musika so omunye ana contract no afenis no aban we buy no or fresh companies na sole source contract no or the omo be kan we hu say most no yenim mo Ghana for ekufu no ba omi adi muhwamo Oma musika monso momra na mometo amo kwan so ni nyina ye so sourced and omo de beka eye omo existing ones omo de eno mo adwuma into scandal no every where is the scandal? Now it's so interesting say omo the scandal we buy no ebesi ne omo ntumi mention one fraudulent den tina abanaye the omo ka nyina say so source ne doso enti eno no eti aban. The question here is in the Ghana procurement act no so sourcing is not illegal and am dodo ansan kwan say enam no wo de adoa bini dodo ya etwa kwan ni mu a wuntumi ndi enti wuntumi kan chem say so sourcing na enti amra no because Ekufuado abuse so sourcing. Let me tell you the NPP abused so sourcing and the funny thing is after abusing the sole source, they did not even give them the money to work. And Omekacha say year of roads. 90% of contractor NPP did my year of road. And the roads were not done. So Ekufuado had the opportunity to use sole sourcing well to make sure we profited from sole sourcing. Now on NPP in Kwasiafo, they could not out of greed foolishness. It does not mean a government that is ready to work will not use a legitimate mean, which is sole sourcing. Nowhere in Ghana's politics or in Ghana's laws, and I can say sole sourcing is a crime. The reason why now NPP, time and no more power, now people like us and the NDC were criticizing the NPP about sole sourcing was that they were abusing it. They were giving sole sourcing out and they were not doing a job. That is why today we have what? We have Ghana and Big Pusher. You are seeing all the roads being constructed. Into scandal. Where is the scandal? They could not show you one document. HSA, a road to the President Wieska, Obia Kobuobi. All that they are saying is so source in the Dawson. Into Kwasia, we have a stable Ghana. And you know one interesting thing? NPP minority GBT. Anything they see, they follow it. They are jobless. They are useless. They cannot think. Makacho say NPP, a limited liability company. It is a limited liability company filled with limited liability criminals. So why should anybody waste their time on this? There's no scandal here. There's nothing. Until somebody proves to me that sole sourcing is criminal. They are saying, sir, this is a scandal because NDC criticized NPP when their office said the sole sourcing, no, what did we get from it? This is value for money. But during the NPP time, there was no value for money because all the year of roads, as we speak, they cannot point to one road that they were able to construct. Then when you use sole sourcing to give contracts and the contracts are not completed because you are not paying or you are misusing the money, then that becomes illegal. That becomes fraudulent. That becomes something we are not supposed to at the end of the support. But if somebody's going to give sole sourcing and we every single day we are seeing the roads being constructed, why do you say that one is corruption? That one is a scandal. Where from this scandal? Scandal on the free. And then I'm catching them say NPP for when they come to power, they always use in tough one be. We so I tell it to say Azuri. He wants to prove himself to the accounts. He wants to prove himself to the Asante 4 that me attending me person me chama say me de metuma aboamo we mu Jimmy. This guy is not any credible journalist in Ghana. There's nothing credible about this. Intimatum catch Ghana for scandal be any baby mama. Today the minister was in parliament and he made some statements very emphatic. Minister no. Now before the minister came to parliament to speak, NPP4, the minority caucus in parliament, the piglets, has raised alarm over the widespread abandonment of road projects nationwide, blaming the situation on delays in government payment to contractors. Mentil baby as a contractor be able to abide the car. I didn't parliament here. Now, uko tia omanu asem. Almost say, almost problem. I didn't think abandon to a contractor's car. Kwasi a betina power 8 years. When to mumpa anya kwan baako. Contractor or Ghana. Or say Abai will to Alicano, Uncle Kancha Ban so near Jumani Bimnonko, Abai will find another contractor. If there's any contractor in Ghana who is saying that Abai is cheating him or her and that they have done the job and government has not paid, they are not obliged. There's no rule be a job by force they should do the job. If you're a contractor in Ghana, that's how say Abai to your car, go and tell the government you will not do the job again. They will pay your money and you walk. It is simple. The government is not going to beg any contractor. So far, all contractors on site are doing their job. And if you say you are a contractor, you are diligently doing your job. That's how buying to your car. Come out. We will tell you to quit the job, take your money and walk. Now go and listen. Aquaway. Debiana me wuse omatro capture manam jin se otebrofo anase onimnyansa your friend Kennedy or say den. And the onwanka say read the omakasa press statement no. Na tampuli mu gine say let's go listen to the NPP.
To date, no official total project cost has been disclosed. Furthermore, the 2026 national budget contains no allocation for the project. And then, about what appears to be a significant decline in government commitment to the railway development sector. In 2025, to date, no official total project cost has been disclosed. Furthermore, the 2026 national budget contains no allocation for the project, and there are no indicative cost projections for the period between 2027 to 2028. For a project of such national importance and scale, the absence of cost disclosure and budgetary planning raises serious concerns about fiscal transparency and implementation readiness. Ghanaians therefore deserve full transparency on this matter. Government must clearly state the total estimate cost of constructing the expressway, the expected compensation and resettlement costs for affected communities, and the overall financial implication for the state. Only with this information can we properly assess whether the proposed expressway will represent the most prudent and economically responsible infrastructure investment under the current fiscal circumstances. To date, no official total project cost has been disclosed. Furthermore, the 2026 national budget contains no allocation for the project, and there are no indicative cost projections for the period between 2027 to 2028. For a project of such national importance and scale, the absence of cost disclosure and budgetary planning raises serious concerns about fiscal transparency and implementation readiness. Ghanaians therefore deserve full transparency on this matter. Government must clearly state the total estimate cost of constructing the expressway, the expected compensation and resettlement costs for affected communities, and the overall financial implication for the state. Only with this information can we properly assess whether the proposed expressway will represent the most prudent and economically responsible infrastructure investment under the current.
And a TikTok husband and the we at Tinsred Road for MPO. Shall be to bro for Abasa and today no sepen. Jimmy, Jimmy, the John Mahama from first day almost started project way before about power. Or say we will raise money internally to do the big push. It's on record. John Mahama say contractors. In fact, let's listen to John Mahama. This.
No cre ya baye munna munim ni afam and share by 4 to 5 years ni yesika sem essay na nyoma be ye den e wo Ghana ha edrumre bi 2022 ya na so kire wi ase nyina se bosia ya bo ya ka ye de yentimi ntua biom megitum se meje bosa wo ho meje wo general mosquito ho meje wo regional minister ho meje wo Applewhite ho meje wo Sam George ho na munyina abe hyai no kra ni emi ntimi ntua enti mo bosia no obi ampene na yentwa bi mfiri so na yenhwe nia mo hwe a metua yeyie na enya eno ko a Emra me share mo say metua saa eka no samre no dura mintimi ntua biom enti ano so me srese mo betwi mo kakra se ne be ya metua na kakra kopem se metua wie enti Ghana ene sankofo no nyina atran enti ase ye adwuma emo mu twa sika ne bigui ena afi emra e wo se ye ditua no omo twi mo kakra na nia abanda ye no omo bibia e friend moratorium nti e chese ye no mo akena wie no e wo se mo ma ye da ye be sha ase ye tua na so ne onim so okọ nti akọ ese se ball wa pass e de ama aban foforo eba nti ye ba ye e na e chese bosa na ye ni omo kokan ya e ka ye ni omo kan ye no na nemra so se ye sha se etua nti nana e free say ye ba January sa ka no ye ni etua emre ni bia duru a wo mada ba ko mpa ho e wo se utua se wo mada ba ko pa ho a na che se agreement a wo ni omo ye no na afeli on be ka se ni amode ye ka no ya sa e de abeto so nti nana enye bete ora to force wa ya de enti emre ne be so a na oni ministers na okun ebi se owo futuo bi a se taxes na ba e wo se odishem na esun sa sika no ansa na da na eduru enti wo na erikopoku aba o se o menkukon ketenkete program na o se wo de fato nche ansa se Ahmed ba o wonya ntua saade a wo ka se wo besi University of Local Government se wo fato nche ansa wo de ma mintua eka ne wie ye wie a na ya sha ase biom enti otata sika no sa your friend is sinking fund emre no du anu etua enti nyame adom kakra ye etua enso ye bo ye sika ho banti ama ye nya sika anka ye de be sei ene enyoma ehu hia ama ye nya sei sika na ye de ye ne hia yamanfo ebi ni big push aban bia ye nkobo obosia wo be bia se ye de ye big push ya ye sika jene stampa ya ye sika obi aka prenka ho Sunjani Outer Ring Road ya ye sika en sika no eta ho enti makacha contractor ko ni nyina se ye wadwuma ntem na
we en sama horo tim ko so channel so mam ena was so jem reader sene so ba de ndia dumbi edumeni onia e be sen asia